John, thank God.
Williams, what the hell are you doing here?
Myers. Is he dead?
Myers has zero emotion. He has no motives. If he sees, he kills.
Tell the town to lock their doors. No one in, no one out.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
Oh, am I starting? Hi, welcome to SmackDown. Instead of welcome to Jackass, because I'm so last minute, I feel like it's Jackass.
Hello there.
Hello there. Yes. Still trying to set the shot up because I'm on my phone and it's balanced. But we are doing SmackDown coverage tonight because it is the night before SummerSlam. This is the actual go-home show, despite what Monday Night Raw will have you believe at times.
Yeah.
So JJ figured, why not? And I figured, okie take.
Yeah, it was all contingent on if I got off from work and home in time, and he did. So we do the damn thing, you know.
Do the damn thing.
We all understand that the East Coast has already seen SmackDown. Walter has very nicely put a post in the chat room. No spoilers. Safet has even played producer and put no spoilers. If the hosts see the spoilers, the band hammer will come out.
Yeah, and I'm watching.
Gotta love Safet, you know, throwing his 2 cents in there as the producer, the co-producer.
Yes.
But it's good to see Safet in the chat. It's good to see everybody else that's starting to slowly file in. Matt is here. What is going on, good sir? we are doing well.
Good day.
Just got home from work about an hour ago. Back is a little bit sore from the work that I do, but unless something changes, I don't have to go back for a week. So,
Oh wow.
And months
well,
of
it's
carrying
because
to
the way BJ's does their schedule. Their schedule is Wednesday through Tuesday.
Mm.
So it's like it's Friday. I've already done my 2 days for this week. So Wednesday, Thursday, I'm off for next week.
Ah.
Friday, but I told them when I left, I was like, hey, if y'all need me, holla,
Right?
because I need my money.
Yeah. And it figures
I'm
the one
not
week we
James Storm, I'm not Bobby Roode. I don't need beer money, but I do need money.
and it figures 1 week next week we don't have any special watch alongs or anything other than the other half of Great American Bash. We don't have hours for you at work either. It's like, God damn, it just figures.
But you know what? This is work too.
This is true.
I know a lot of people are sour on him, but Vince Russo says it in every one of his Thursday thrashings. I'm working, bro. This is my job. The most recent one, he's like, I don't do this for the love of wrestling. And I thought about downloading the video and cutting the For the Love of Wrestling.
Right.
When that comes back and having that
There
as
you
like
go.
a loop.
There you go.
He's like, I don't do this for the love of wrestling. This is my job, bro.
Vince Russo, sending more like every day.
For me and Jeff and for Greg Cherry and for Aaron Rift, this is a job for us. We are monetized. We make money off of this. That's not why we're here tonight.
No.
This is not a cash grab like some of the other shows this past week and a half were to make sure we hit our mark.
Yes.
Which, just so you know, I definitely thanked Arlene immensely for both of us on Simply Predicting.
Much appreciated.
For helping us get to that mark.
Much appreciated.
Speaking of Arlene, her brother Emmanuel just popped up in the chat room. Holla if you hear me. Holla, holla. You're going to face The Undertaker.
Holla, holla. Pardon my getting up. I'm trying to find my damn remote control so I can actually, watch SmackDown since we're covering it. Damn it.
Gonna face The Undertaker. That's
Carry
what
on.
Teddy Long said it.
So
there it is.
So we decided we would go ahead. We would do this go home show. I messaged Jeff. I was like, look, I kind of threw this out there yesterday. I hope you're cool with it. Everything is kind of looking like it's going to be a go for me. And he was like, yeah, I'm down. What the hell? Got to have content. Got to have content.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I did my
doing the thing.
Yeah, I purposely set up Ask Me Anything on Fridays because we don't usually have content on Fridays. So I was like, you guys want to do something? That is okay by this guy. And, it's I'll be along, but don't be surprised based on this setup I've got going if I have to duck out because technology is not always a beautiful thing.
Right. It is what it is. I've honestly been thinking these last few days, ever since I'll just point. Ever since somebody gave me access to their Sling, that there's no reason why Monday and Friday watch-alongs can't be a thing if the card looks like it's going to be good enough and I don't have to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not every week like we're doing NXT and A, the NXT broadcasts and the Impact broadcasts. But, in a few weeks on Friday the 13th, SmackDown is moving to USA, and we've added that to our roster.
It's true.
We can actually do the East Coast feed while it's live. I've got access now.
Hell, if you got it and we've got willing audience and talent, shit, why not?
Monday is going to be the fallout of SummerSlam as we head towards the Bash to Berlin.
And you have a wonderful
reason we
lead-in.
can't do that.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I'm all about it. You know, maybe it's just me. I'm not going to speak for Walter, and I definitely am not going to speak for Jeff, who's had to be the producer for most of these things.
Yeah. No.
But I've really enjoyed these daily watch-alongs for the weekly product, specifically NXT Dynamite and Impact. And I'm all about doing more of it. I'm pretty sure that the fans are all about joining us and tuning in. You know, we just, not to sound public as access, but we just need to see the support because, again, this is a job for us.
Mhm.
So if it's something you want to see us keep doing, we need to see that super chats come in. At least a few of them. We're not
Yes.
expecting everybody to dump money out like they do for karaoke nights. But a few bucks here, a few bucks there, just shows us that y'all are watching and y'all appreciate it.
Exactly.
Speaking of appreciation, now that we've rambled for almost 15 minutes, let's kind of talk about what we're going to see tonight, at least briefly. Everyone's favorite social media megastar is going to get a homecoming this evening. We're going to have a confrontation with our main event for SummerSlam, Solo Sikoa and Cody Rhodes. And we've got not one, but two tag team title matches tonight as Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair look to reclaim the throne from the unholy union, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. And DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, Cleveland's own Johnny Gargano, look to successfully defend their titles against the bootleg bloodline, Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. Unfortunately for all parties involved, I have a feeling both tag titles are going to change hands tonight.
My question is this, and like I said, my signal is being what it's being. So like I said, I will very likely have to duck before we go, but it is what it is. But since I might have to bounce, WWE is conducting a 3-hour kickoff tomorrow. We're not doing that shit, by the way. We're going to be on at 6, like we've been advertising for over a month.
1 hour.
6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. We'll get our shit in an hour, okay? We will Brian Cage the hell out of that. But with 3 hours lead-in time, plus today's kickoff that they had out there at the stadium, or wherever the hell it was.
Plus tonight's
SmackDown. Are you telling me you couldn't have those tag team title matches even during that pre-show? You know, as you mentioned earlier to me, us privately, Bianca's not going to be on SummerSlam now for the first time since her rise started. Okay, that makes sense. Jade Cargill, who they're allegedly trying to really get the machine behind, not on pay-per-view tomorrow or PLE tomorrow.
Yeah, the
Alba
first
and Isla,
big four that she's missed because she debuted at the Rumble, had the 6-woman at Mania.
Yep.
And now she's not on SummerSlam.
Yep.
But I'd almost be willing to bet she'll be part of War Games for the women.
Oh, you mean the one's going to be in Vancouver and not in LA like we were hoping? Yeah.
Like I told you on Ask Me Anything, those Mother Canuckers need something. They ain't got no Stanley Cups.
Okay, well, I have 2 Stanley Cups, and I still want to see War Games again in person. God damn it!
You know how many people are from Cleveland? You couldn't get a set of Miz hosting. You couldn't put him on the pre-show with some kind of match. You couldn't get Johnny Gargano this title shot in front of his home crowd. You couldn't get.
Why not do a 4-team match? Have the Awesome Truth in a bid to get the tag titles back.
Seriously,
and have have 8-Town Down Under on there.
Yeah,
trying to get the titles back.
Yeah.
Have the bootleg bloodline, have DIY.
Yeah. My thing was with the men's tag titles, this man's family lost their business in Cleveland this last month.
Mm-hmm.
Throw them a freaking PLE bone here. Oh, and we don't trust this bloodline enough to put them in a tag title match, but we'll throw the dude in the main event. Huh? Just makes no sense to me. 3 hours of airtime. We don't need that. Okay. My thought process is this. And again, I have not been able to sit down and watch Raw or SmackDown in months. Just haven't been home, haven't been able to get it done. I'm going to get it done tonight. Has the build been that shitty for this premium live event that they have to hype it for 3 more hours tomorrow?
No, I just think it's one of those things. I think they're looking at SummerSlam and, to be honest, all of the big four like the Super Bowl. You know, it's that big event inside of a stadium. Let's give it that big match hype.
Makes sense.
I don't see why they need more than an hour, maybe 2. I can maybe get behind the 2 hours. 3 is just ridiculous with no matches. Yes, Walter.
Not only do you not have Bianca at SummerSlam, but you could have made that up. Didn't she lose to Becky in 10 seconds at a SummerSlam? You couldn't make that back up to her? Now you just removed it?
And then she lost to Io in under a minute last year when she cashed in Money in the Bank.
Yep. Yeah, because she won it back. Yeah. Yeah.
Bianca beat Charlotte and Asuka, and then Io cashed in.
Yeah. Even though she's been on SummerSlam cards since her rise, SummerSlam's not been very kind to Bianca Belair, so maybe it's better if she's not on the card.
But
especially if they win tonight.
She's been united with Jade. She's been on another role here.
That's on. But if they win tonight, then maybe luck smile on her not having her on the card tomorrow. SummerSlam doesn't seem to be a very lucky night for the EST. I can't remember her nickname. God, I haven't watched too long. The EST. Wow.
With our luck, we're talking all this crap, and they're gonna impromptu add something an hour
I know,
before
right?
the show starts. We don't know.
Yeah, God, don't Tony Khan it on us, man. We need to be ready for tomorrow.
No. This is Papa H. At most, he'll add one more match. Make it an even 8.
That's true.
2 matches per hour. Show starts at 4, goes to 8, a 4-hour show.
We have our signature, gentlemen. At least I do.
I was going to say, now I've got mine. Then, now.
As long as you guys are synced up, that's the important thing.
Forever. Together.
Ooh.
Because there's always that little skip back on Hulu.
Yes, yeah, I got it too.
Overruns.
Man, I'm not a fan of the Browns, but they do have a nice setup over there.
I was going to say, that's a gorgeous stadium.
Yes.
They
Get a little shot in there of the staging for tomorrow. I'm sure at some point we're going to see a shot of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
It's still so frustrating to me looking back. Oh God, speaking of frustrating, but I'll get to this lame brain in a second. I had that 4-hour layover in Cleveland all those years ago, going to see the Cherries in person, and I realized the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was right outside the airport. Man, I could have bided my time a hell of a lot there and sit in that goddamn airport.
Jeff,
right there.
Jeff,
Logan Paul
has arrived.
That's why I said I'll deal with this knucklehead in a minute, and there he is.
Shaking the hand of Nick Aldis.
That's it, shaking hands and kissing babies while he's picking on people who don't deserve it. Shit.
I don't know about you guys, but that sounds pretty political.
Oh God, yeah. Well, he has to be. After the turmoil, the controversy he stirred up in the last 24 hours.
I mean, if he wasn't already going to lose the belt, I think he kind of solidified it with those comments. Because how does WWE look by keeping the belt on him after that?
Right. I like this graphic they're using to promote the matches. That's decent.
I am so torn here. I love my girls Bianca and Jade, but Alba and Isla were my NXT.
Right?
I know they were NXT UK beforehand,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
I saw them in the 2.0 and the white and the
Yes.
gold or the call up to the main roster. It's like I've kind of ridden with those girls for a minute, but
Yeah.
wrestling has more than one royal family kicking the show off with the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
I'm gonna ride with somebody for a while. God, Jay, me and the Rhodes.
Right? Us and the Rhodes.
That's valid. That's valid.
At
Me
least
and
it's a
Dusty
confrontation.
going back to RVD's 5-star comics. Cody
At least
multiple times at SummerSlam Access. Dustin at Access. The then Eden Styles.
Yeah.
Brandy at Access.
Yep.
The only member of the quote-unquote Rhodes family that I never got to meet, but Jeff got to interview, was Terry Runnels. Of course, the former wife of Goldust.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. Getting a cool ride. I got to interview Dusty, of course, legendarily, unfortunately now infamously, I guess now. But Dustin during Booker's podcast thing after No Mercy 2017, this gentleman walking down the ring, even briefly, wasn't really an interview, it was a meet and greet, but we captured it for posterity on video. Allegedly got no DQ unblocked as a result of wearing the hat, and Cody acknowledging it. Cody unblocked no DQ later that night, from what I understand. So you're welcome,
Nice.
Aaron. As you mentioned, Terry meeting Brandy at Access. Now, see, the graphics on here look fine. I don't know why they translated so poopy.
I think it's because they're motion like this, and I tried to screenshot it as best as I could.
Ah, okay. And like I said, it wasn't your fault. It just came off.
Well, guys, at least this is the confrontation, not a contract signing.
Well,
if it's even the confrontation, it may just be Cody talking right now.
Yeah. Where's what we got?
Yeah, this is just the only image we have for tonight with Cody on it. So that's why it's up, everybody.
Yeah. I'm legit surprised. You mentioned Logan, being the U.S. champion and having prime. With all of the controversy that he has stirred up about the Olympics and the fact that WWE is such a tight partner with NBC Universal on the Olympics, you would think they would just be like, yeah, okay, yeah, we're not gonna use his branding until we figure out exactly how far deep he stepped in it. But there you see the Prime logo right at Cody's feet. So what do I know?
And tomorrow it'll not just be the Prime logo, sir.
Oh, I know.
It'll also be the Wingstop logo.
Oh, I know this. Wingstop though hasn't.
Not everybody knew that. You can just play along.
Well, okay, fine.
Damn.
Wingstop also hasn't stepped in.
This is why you're not on commentary often.
Wow.
Well, fine in that case.
No. I mess with you.
Let's see what he wants to talk
get
about.
back here, sir.
I will not.
You are not on timeout. No. I have producer too. Boo, he disconnected his device.
What are we on to talk about, Cleveland? Look at that. Look at that, JJ. He changed it.
Calling out Solo.
Went from what to who? No time wasted there, JJ. Solo answered it immediately.
Yep. I do like Solo's music. Say what you want about him and the bootleg bloodline. His music goes hard.
He's one of the few that music goes hard. Him and Carmelo Hayes.
I honestly just wanted to get the camera off so I could turn the fan on while I'm not talking. It's hotter than balls back in this room.
Got you. Well, one of the things we're going to be doing this month on the Dads, not always on wrestling, our actual wrestling topic for August is going to be the top 10 Def Rebel themes. There's actually more good Def Rebel themes than I think people give credit for. I have images for 37 Def Rebel themes for us to go through and narrow down to our 10 if we're going to do a joint list or if we want to do separate lists. But
I think we should do a joint.
I think Def Rebel gets a bad rap and compared to Jim Johnston and CFO. You were saying, Jeff?
I think we should do a joint 10 to make it more challenging for us. If there's that many of them, let's give ourselves a challenge.
I even have them separated to instrumental and lyrical. So
Nice.
maybe
we'll
can
do both.
it that way. Yeah, we can do 10 instrumental and 10 lyrical.
Perfect.
And I'm sure there's some that people don't even realize is Def Rebel.
Yeah, Roman Reigns' theme is Def Level. That's probably the number one instrumental theme right there. Spoiler alert.
Has to be.
I mean, how can you argue that Roman's theme song is not fucking Final Boss video game type shit?
Not for nothing, man. Solo's leaning into it, man. I'm so proud of this guy.
Yeah, this is Solo Soprano.
This is another one that I watched come up through NXT, and he was always kind of quiet. Oh, lights went out.
Did you get a blackout?
It's because the fans are doing shit. God, I can't wait
middle
to get
fingers
off
up
of
in
Fox,
that.
where Fox won't be able to censor anymore.
I want to hype up the Fox finale and just put a big giant Fox finale across the watch along screen just to say finally we're getting off of here. Golly.
Somebody has a sign that says the Temu bloodline.
Yeah. If Fox
My daughter shops on Temu, dude.
If Fox wanted to keep SmackDown, they should have been doing that and not editing to see if they could do it.
Yep.
The problem is they can't get away with it on network. Like if they wanted to move SmackDown permanently to FS1 or FX or whatever, one thing, but they can't get away with it on network television. That's just the way it is now.
Damn. Solo says Cody is wasting his time. Cody getting fired up. This is the part of the American Nightmare that I love to see. Talking about those that helped him get to his goals, like Randy Orton, like Kevin Owens. If I lose at SummerSlam, I can't repay that debt that they paid. He's got to pay him back with Solo's blood. Oh, just name dropped Roman. That can't be on accident. When you beat Roman at WrestleMania, he was a tribal chief that was weak.
You better take that boy's name off your mouth, Solo.
Roman Reigns has been mentioned about 6 times in the last 30 seconds.
Solo says he's not weak. He's dangerous. Now the crowd's whatting him. The way he's holding the microphone is very Rock-esque. Oh,
Yeah, it is.
here comes the Samoan werewolf through the crowd.
And of course, Cody with no backup as the bootleg bloodline took out Kevin Owens a couple of weeks ago.
Here comes Tama Tonga. There's Tongaloa with his Rocky Romero eye patch.
I was going to say, besides that, it's not looking good for the champion here.
He looks like a James Bond villain. Wow. Cody telling Jacob he's not scared of him and called him a dumb son of a bitch.
At least he admitted it was dumb of him to say it.
Yeah. Cody grew a set lately.
Cody's always had him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Rose Boy's got cojones for days.
You know it. Breaking
Bloodline
news.
rules match now tomorrow at SummerSlam.
Now you know Roman's coming back. He's not going to let Cody go out on a Bloodline rules match that he didn't win.
Dude, Noah's going to get to see a Bloodline rules match.
I might have to change my pick. What's that cutoff time there, Noah?
That mother trucker better throw his finger in the air if Roman pops out there tomorrow. I'm throwing that out there right now.
He's already told me that if Roman comes out, he will be standing up with his one in the air.
Damn right.
Okay. Solo letting Cody Rhodes know that tomorrow that belt's going to come back to the Bloodline. Oh.
Damn. Cheap shot.
Cody calling
Since
Solo
the
a
tribal
wannabe.
chief isn't here, I'll settle for the wannabe.
Damn. Shots fired there, Jeff.
Dude, missiles fired. And look at this. Solo's having him walk away. Interesting.
Sometimes it's more intimidating.
Solo's calling off the dogs. I'll be damned.
I think Solo is smart enough. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but I think Solo is smart enough that he knows that if the rest of the bloodline goes after Cody right now, he could potentially lose his match at SummerSlam tomorrow.
That's true.
That's valid. That's valid.
It's almost more intimidating when the Mafia actually walks away from you.
You know,
that's fair because they had the opportunity. They had the numbers.
They could have
gobbled him to let you breathe one more day.
Yep. Not for nothing as we go into this hype video for JJ, one of JJ's favorites.
Yes. Returning to the barbershop.
Yes.
Yes.
I will say this. I don't know if it's because it's got the superstar centric side plates on it, or if they actually repainted the center plate. That belt looks a lot better than it did when it debuted. It's far less mustardy on television.
Possibly.
Yeah, it shines a lot better.
It does. It shines more like yellow or even like gold. But man, when it first debuted, God, I was like, man, that is way too Vegas Golden Knights mustard. Get that shit off of my television. So I'm glad they repainted it or whatever the hell they did to it, because it was ugly. So, man, I am so glad this guy's on the main roster, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They need to push him to the moon, and not Cameron Grimes style where he leaves after 3 months.
For real.
And for those not watching, we're
just
talking
love
about
that
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, I just love that he's gone back to his roots at the barber shop there.
I just brought up how hard hitting his song is, and here it goes.
Andrade El Idolo.
Dude, you know what? I know you're not her biggest fan, Jay, but hit Andrade's wife, Charlotte Flair, her social posts about her rehab and her recovery. And when they bring her back to television when she's ready, if they have her and him together as a couple or a team or whatever you want to call it, man, the pop is going to be redonkulous, because absence. In Charlotte's case, it seems like absence made the heart grow fonder, because all I'm seeing is positive feedback on her on social for right now. So
until she comes back and immediately gets inserted into the title picture, then.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. If they put her with Andrade instead, or they keep her on that proverbial tight leash, that will be only to her benefit. If they have her face, Bailey or Nia or even Tiffany, if she's already cashed in at that point or whatever, it'll be detrimental. Also, I want to point out, because I saw it in the little logos there in the lower third during the promo with Solo and Cody, they are fixated on having that star logo be around the SummerSlam logo. Like, they will not get off of that shit. Even when they've had the SummerSlam, like, they still have, they gotta have a star. They've had that consistently for over 15 years now.
Going back to what you said, you guys think they will actually have the call-ins that make them a power couple and just put it out there?
The problem is that if they do them as a couple, they've got a feud against couples. And the only couple that's established on SmackDown is Gargano and Candice. And they would destroy them. No disrespect to either person, and we all know how much I can't stand Candice LeRae.
Right.
Charlotte is a whole other level compared to Candice.
No, she is. And
everyone knows that Tez and Bianca are a couple, but they don't really acknowledge it on the air. They don't really do a whole lot of husband and wife segments. So it's like they could go there, but what does that do to BFAB? What does that do to Dawkins? What does that do to Jade if they go that route? The only other couple that they could really do it with would be Seth and Becky. Number one, that's Raw, SmackDown. Number two, Becky is still MIA. Until she comes back, we don't even know if she's coming back. We assume she's going to come back.
Right.
People that are insiders that make you pay to subscribe to their fanzines will tell you she's coming back and her return is inevitable. But until we see it happen or we get a press release from Stamford, Connecticut, we don't know it.
I misphrased. They don't necessarily have to keep them like teamed as a couple or team, whatever. What I was saying was, don't put Charlotte right back in that main event or, world title picture. At this point, she's still young enough. She's still healthy enough once she gets rehab where she doesn't need to rush into quote unquote passing the 16 mark. If you count NXT, she's already got it.
Agree.
So,
the $1 million question becomes, how confident is Paul, Triple H, that Nia or Bailey is going to be someone that draws ratings, especially with the move to USA being just a little over a month away.
Well, that's where Tiffany comes in. She's the ace in the hole.
Very true.
They need to hold off on Tiffany. I said it on Simply Predicting. They need to hold off on Tiffany until Mania.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let her have that moment that the men have had now twice with a female cashing in on the biggest stage that there is.
I mean, I'm okay with
Hell
that
yeah.
on there, obviously.
Especially if you use the women's match as one of the main event at night one, as they did that before.
The way I kind of fantasy booked it on Simply Predicting was have Nia win tomorrow, have Charlotte win maybe Royal Rumble, and then have Tiffany cash in on whomever, Charlotte or whoever faces Charlotte and dethrones her at Mania. I think Tiffany cashing in on Charlotte would be freaking amazing for her career.
I was going to say,
if Princess dethrone the Queen.
Yeah, if Charlotte is the champion going into Mania, I will applaud if Tiffany cashes in on her, because that's how much I believe in Tiffany Stratton. Like, I would be 100% okay with that.
JJCQ, you always sing this song on the way.
Yep. Another Death Rebel track, Mello's theme. That beat is just crazy.
I need to go off camera. I'll be back, guys. Sorry.
No worries. I'll just pull. Okay, you did it yourself. I was going to say I'll just pull you out until you're back. Unfortunately, we don't have a graphic for this match as it was added last moment. Let's see if I can find something here really quickly since they added stuff.
This isn't the first time that Carmelo has faced Andrade either.
Nope.
And Andrade has a victory over him.
This could very well be one of those feuds that defines the new era of SmackDown.
Exactly.
Because Andrade, while he is an experienced vet, is looking to reestablish himself ever since coming back to WWE. And Melo's looking to make a name for himself since coming up to the main roster. Jessica Carr, our referee for this match. Melo's got Andrade back to the corner, but Andrade not giving up here.
Andrade seems to be using his size to his advantage already, trying to weigh Carmelo down.
Oh yeah, Andrade definitely with the size and weight advantage here.
Look how easily he backs Carmelo into a corner.
But you got to remember, Melo has played with big boys before. Melo's gone up against Braun Breaker. Melo dethroned Braun Breaker for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship. Andrade really has nothing in comparison to Braun. Ooh, nice up and over. And then on top of that, Braun went a couple of rounds with Ilya Dragunov, another hard-hitting individual. Gorgeous drop kick by Andrade, taking Melo down. Melo being smart, rolling to the outside of the ring.
Melo showing his own veteran instincts by rolling out.
Well, again, when you've got Shawn Michaels as one of your teachers, it's hard to not pick up some veteran instinct.
Exactly. Small package.
Not even a 2 count. Jessica Carr was out of position. It took her a minute to get into the right position there, I think.
Yeah, that might have
course,
cost
Tuesday
Carmelo
we'll be back here across the Multiverse of Media with Night 2 of the Great American Bash.
Carmelo buying himself some time, rolled out of the ring as we go to a commercial break.
Hold on, let me go to the thing. Fuck television. Jeff's got that thing up here. Boom.
As Noah would say. So while we go to commercial, we can backtrack what we said about now. Would Charlotte, not that you would be downgrading into that, but would she work as Andrade's mouthpiece since we know his English isn't the best?
See, I don't know. Like for me, I feel like Andrade speaks English well enough that he can get his message across.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe it comes off as a little bit more passionate if somebody struggles a little bit with the language that isn't their first language. Because you see how much they're trying to get their point across. So it comes off just that little bit more passionate. I feel like Charlotte being added to the presentation of Andrade would make it all about Charlotte and less about Andrade. And that's what I'm afraid of. You know, Andrade already struggled in AEW. So for him to need his wife to really get over here, I feel that could be detrimental to him in the long run.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, unless, you know, I know he's a babyface now, but if you want to go have him turn heel like you did with the Japanese people and just have him speak Spanish the whole time.
God, some of these commercials are horrid. I wish they were at least giving us like picture in picture so we could keep talking about the action. We know the match is going on. We are back now. Andrade on the outside looks like he's been kind of taken down by Mello. Mello just rolled to the outside, throwing Andrade in the steel stairs. Andrade holding, looks like his left knee there. Just paintbrushing Andrade's face with his boot. Mello back in, breaks up the 3 count, back to the outside. Throwing Andrade into the ring here. Springboard clothesline there by Mello. Goes for the pin. Probably took a little bit too long going for it, but he still has Andrade hooked there.
Yeah, Andrade able to get the right shoulder up.
To everyone watching, I apologize if I sound a little bit flat here. I'm not normally play-by-play guy, so I'm trying to do the best that I can. Oh, God, that's
and I'm usually the backseat guy, so I'm trying to let you.
Yeah, both of us are usually color guy.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to step into the play-by-play role since this is WWE. None of us can give the adrenaline boost that Noah Foster usually does.
Exactly.
So we do apologize. Andrade trying to rebound here. A couple of gut punches to Mello. Mello still has wrist control, though.
Nice right hand by Andrade into a chop. Ow, I heard that chop from here.
Dragon screw leg whip. Noah usually says that's gotta suck, and let me tell you from experience, it does.
It does. Andrade's starting to pick up
the easy way
the
to
pace.
Charlie horse your leg there. Andrade with a nice kip up.
I'm at the age where I get a Charlie horse just getting up to bed.
Seriously, like sometimes I'll just be laying down sleeping and I'll get a Charlie horse. It's like, what the hell? It's old
Andrade
age.
going for his patented double knees in the corner. Carmelo able to move out of the way.
Ooh.
Carmelo missing the nothing but net. Oof. Tripping Andrade over the top rope.
Ooh, that was a nice innovative maneuver there. Mello using the middle rope as some leverage to help suplex Andrade over the top there.
Yeah, think of Randy Orton's draping DDT, but he turned it into a suplex instead. I hope that's part of his repertoire from now on. That was a pretty cool looking move.
It was.
Both people, they're meeting each other at the top turnbuckle now, so something might happen. Usually when you're in the high rent district, something bad happens when both of you are
yeah. Andrade looks like he's setting Mello up probably for a superplex here. Avalanche suplex there from the top rope. Both men down. Mello writhing in pain. Andrade clutching his back, but Andrade can't get to the pinfall here. And we're going to another fucking commercial.
Television. We might have to go into our own commercial.
Not a bad idea there, Walter. Let me see if I can scroll down here. Let's show everybody what's coming up on open mic night as far as our specials go here.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way. And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Sorry to bother you so late. I had my micro set to the wrong date, so I saw all check marks. This dude, Michael Girazolo, was never logged in.
And we are back.
Not logged in. I don't know. I'm calling him and he won't answer. It keeps going to his voicemail. I thought it might be he had bad service, but it would have just been the third check mark would have been missing. You know what I mean? So, and I had it. I didn't pay attention to me. I just looked at all the check marks.
Sounds like Walter is on the phone there. We'll let him finish his call in private. But we are back. WWE is still on a commercial, damn it. Yes,
Sorry.
Safed. Open
Sorry
mic
about that.
night is going to be very interesting tomorrow.
I was also chewing food. I didn't want to do that on
Oh, it's
camera.
all good, bro. We are back. Match still going on. Both men trading punches. Center of the ring here. And again, to the point Jeff was making earlier, this couldn't have been on the pre-show card.
Exactly.
You've made this match a good almost 20 minutes, 2 commercial breaks. You couldn't have given the fans in attendance this. Oh, Melo's agility was able to jump up to the middle rope, but Andrade scouted him, pushed him over the top. Andrade now moonsault from the middle rope to the outside, chucking Melo back into the ring here. And Andrade is feeling it. He's ready for something here.
No, he's trying to work the crowd up to get the crowd behind him. I think he's going to go for that double knee thing he does in the corner. Beautiful
up and over Hurricane Rana by Melo. Deep hook, only a 2 count though. Man, look at his chest. Look at Melo's chest from those chops from Andrade.
Reminds you of Daniel Bryan with the meat, the meaty chest.
God. Still to come, of course, the women's tag team titles will be on the line as the Unholy Union defend their championship against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. WWE tag team titles as DIY defend the titles against Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga.
Andrade missing. Oh, he tried to do like a big boot backhand combo, but missed both.
2. No. Andrade almost with like a Judas effect there.
Yeah, I didn't know what to call that.
Top rope moonsault misses, lands on his feet, gets another standing moonsault onto Melo. Goes for the cover, 2 count only. Melo kicks out at like 2 3/4. Look at this
some
again.
Athleticism, JJ.
Yeah. Andrade is no slouch.
I'm so glad they brought him back.
Andrade setting him up. Looking to lock him in his father-in-law's signature figure 4 leg lock.
There he is. He's got it locked in. Intelligently getting his shoulder off.
Is he going to pull his wife and hit that bridge for the figure 8? Melo using his strength. He crawls to the rope there. Gets the rope break.
Able to get the referee, as we're reminded that WWE Speed is every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern, which Andrade is the Speed champion right now.
Yes. Starting a brand new tournament as of this week to see who's going to challenge Andrade. Axiom from NXT was a part of it, but he lost his match. So going to be interesting to see with the tag titles on the line this week for the Great American Bash, how the mindset is here. Nathan Frazier's been kind of opposed to Axiom being in it.
Whoa, what kind of unique cover was this that Andrade got?
Don't know, but it was effective. Andrade able to get the 3 count here and defeat Melo once again.
Andrade used his weight to his advantage, locking the legs, locking the shoulders, and got that cover.
Melo's got to be wondering if he truly is him anymore with all these L's he's been eating.
Who knows if that would send him into looking for some help.
Backstage, we've got Santos Escobar, Electra Lopez, Berto, the entire Legado del Fantasma. I gotta say, I like Santos's shirt. It looks like an old, like 60s tie-dye, like something you'd see from the Grateful Dead or Pink Floyd.
The logo almost looks like what UFC is using for the Noche September 14th. Their special for the Mexican Independence Day. I love this new camera work, by the way, where they show people backstage and then follow them into their entrance.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad they brought Elektra up to put her with the Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense.
I mean, to be honest, she wasn't really doing much in NXT. She'd have a match every now and again. So having her up here to be part of this and just be that managerial role, don't have to worry about if and when she's going to wrestle. Coming up when we return, Santos will take on Apollo Crews, who, of course, will have Baron Corbin in his corner.
What's up with that random pairing?
I don't know, but you know what? They've been doing pretty good, so I'm all about it.
They've been making it work. It's just funny that they're
that's the thing, is like, what else were they gonna do with them? They ain't doing anything. So, and Baron Corbin was doing really good down in NXT before they brought him back up. So it was like, got to do something with him. Let's throw him and Apollo together.
When they called Carmelo up before him, I was a little worried about he was going to flounder in NXT, but then they called him up too, and I was like, let's see what they do with him. But that Baron Corbin, and Braun Breaker team that was an awesome team, man. I got behind that.
I know, right? I hope they end up putting them back together. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, one can only hope. These I see why Noah says fuck television. These damn commercials every few months.
Yeah, I know. Like, I get it to a certain extent, but at least Raw, NXT, and Dynamite give you picture in picture. So we only get this. We only get these full commercials occasionally because we've still got the picture in picture when there's action happening.
Yeah, it makes me curious what's going to happen with the Netflix, right?
You got to figure there's going to be no commercials.
I don't know. One would think, but Netflix got to make their money back that they spent on WWE. There might be some advertising, maybe like one or two other Netflix shows, but not full-on commercials. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or some cross promotions across Netflix. I just hopefully they let them go back to MA, TV 14, whatever they can do, and we don't get these stupid blackouts during middle fingers from the audience.
Yes.
I get censoring the speech from the wrestler themselves, but how are you going to censor the crowd?
Don't know. Uh-oh. Bossman is back, and he's got the hoodie icon. That means that he's mad.
Well, you're not confused by what's happening outside of the screen, but it is what it is.
Is he mad at technology right now?
No. Well, my inability to use it properly where I'm at. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Some cool merchandise there inside the store. Apollo Crews now in the ring. Another match we don't have a graphic for. But, they can't put any of these matches we don't have graphics for on the 3-hour pre-show.
Exactly.
Nope.
Apollo Crews, and I don't know if he's doing it on purpose. Got like Bret Hart attire.
With Baron Corbin? What the hell have I missed?
Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin are a tag team now, apparently.
Yeah.
Match underway. Santos Escobar just stomping the hell out of Apollo Crews.
Is Baron just full on babyface now? What the hell?
Yeah.
He kind of has been ever since the team with Braun Breaker.
Wow.
Cruz really looked like he stole something out of Bret Hart's closet.
Right? Well, I mean, you think about SummerSlam, you think about the Bret Hart and Davey Boy Smith match in London, you think about Owen Hart and Austin. You know, the Harts and SummerSlam definitely are defining characters, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Santos with a rising Inseguro out of the corner.
Santos with the cover only gets a 1 on Apollo Crews.
I always loved that SummerSlam.
But yeah, to Jeff's point, basically ever since Corbin went down to NXT, he's kind of been a baby face. He started off as a heel down there, but when people realized he was there to kind of get the younger talent over, they kind of got behind him. And then the thing with Braun Breaker, he's pretty much been a baby face ever since.
Nice. Good for Corbin, man.
He de facto got Braun Breaker cheered. If you look at those last couple of months.
That's valid.
Braun was a super heel at that point when they started the Wolf Dogs, and he got Braun back into babyface status because they were just so good as a tag team.
The world is weird. Baron Corbin turned somebody else babyface by proxy. What the shit?
And the couple of matches that Corbin and Crews have had as a tag team, they've won. So they've kind of been on a bit of a hot streak here.
Wow.
See the schedule for tomorrow, SummerSlam, Undertaker one dead man show begins at 1 p.m. Eastern. Countdown to SummerSlam 4 p.m. Eastern. SummerSlam, of course, at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then they follow that with their post-show scrum. But don't tune into the scrum because we will be live with open mic night when they're doing that. Huge clothesline by Apollo Crews taking Santos Escobar down.
Yeah, tomorrow's a busy day in the land of WWE.
It's a busy day for us too. I'm gonna be up working, doing Uber Eats. Then I'll be home between 2 and 3 West Coast time so that I can get set up for the show tomorrow. And gonna do from 3 o'clock until probably at least midnight live streaming. So huge gorilla press there by Crews, dropping Santos, standing moonsault.
They're having Taker do his Dead Man show before the SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't tell those stories in the daytime.
Usually he does that the night before, doesn't he?
Yeah. You would think they would be doing it tonight, like it would be happening right now.
Well, yeah, it's usually the night before or night of late because, like I said, you can't tell them stories during the daytime.
Baron Corbin literally got pulled under his leg got pulled from under the apron by a mystery person.
Well, that was the other member of the Legado. I can never tell Angel or Berto apart.
Angel's the one
with the long hair was hiding under the ring there and tripped Corbin to prevent him from getting in.
Okay.
I mean,
Santos was able to hit. It looked like a Falcon arrow there for the pinfall.
Yeah. At the end of the day, like they were nasty on the outside, but Santos beat him clean because there wasn't interference. That's kind of a mixed bag of a win there because the heels didn't cheat to win, but it still seemed dirty because of the shenanigans on the outside.
Ooh.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, sweet baby Jesus.
No.
If anybody wants to hook me up for my birthday, I'll take anyone on the screen except for Byron Saxton.
and his douchey mustache.
Marvel, if you redo some X-Men, you need to get Jade to play Storm.
I think Halle Berry would approve of that.
When you got the Storm and the EST, anyone who steps up gonna get stepped on. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that's already asking for them to start breaking up, let it cook, man. Let that shit happen come WrestleMania. We don't need to do it sooner.
You started at Royal Rumble. You don't need to do it any sooner than that.
Yes. You have one of them accidentally eliminate the other one because it's every woman for themselves, and then get built from there.
And I'll be here for that.
When we come back from full commercial, we'll actually have something we have a graphic for.
Look at that. But is it something we really want to have the graphic for?
Well, I mean, let's put it this way. If he hadn't opened his mouth yesterday, I don't think people would be complaining as much. So it just kind of is what it is.
Yeah. I wanted Ricker to just beat him and get the title. Now I want him to punch him in the teeth. Ruin that pretty smile of his. You kid.
Wonder if they're regretting not having Ricochet beat him.
Right. You know what, though? They never really had any set plans for Ricochet. That was more than evident. They were stringing that poor boy along.
Mm-hmm.
When
his wife more over than he
is more, I was just gonna say, when his woman is more over than he is, and all she is a ring announcer, you got problems.
Okay,
and maybe that's one more thing we'll add to the open mic night docket, and how she keeps breaking the internet on a weekly basis. Did you see the picture she posted yesterday?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. You a goddamn lie.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Uh-huh. You a damn lie.
It's just a picture of her elegant, beautiful hair. That's all it is.
She done broke all the internet.
All it is, Walter. Sure it is. You a goddamn lie.
I can't process why she's more over than Ricochet.
The internet once a week.
Hey, you know what though? Wednesdays are called Hump Day for reasons, Mr. Renegade, sir.
Oh, don't I know it? Don't I know it? But
and you know what? I may be off screen. This may come off like cowardly, but whatever. I don't care. There's a lot going around this week about male podcasters objectifying females in wrestling and not talking about their athletic skills. I will be the first one to tell you, Isla Dawn is athletic as hell. She is awesome in the ring. She has been one of my favorites for a long while, going back to NXT UK. But there ain't no denying how goddamn hot I think that woman is, and what I would sell my everything for. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
They said Stephanie Vaquer tried to break the internet too. I don't know if you saw that picture.
I did not see that one. But yeah, people were all up in Samantha's business, and it's like, look, y'all, if you had the kind of attractiveness that she had, you'd be doing the exact same damn thing. So shut your face.
Yep.
Bro, if I go back to my football days and like hit the gym and get in shape, I might not know what a shirt is either.
Yeah. Don't want to say that. But JJ mentioned Wingstop earlier. They were just doing an advert for that. As we come back into Smack, and I'm gonna let y'all handle this.
Wasn't the
Nick Aldis in the ring? I'm not sure who the other three are with him. If they're quote unquote part of the Endeavor legal team, or
that's what it looks
what
like.
They're supposed to be, but
bunch of gland handlers.
Bunch of maybe it's HR.
Right. Bunch of suits.
Uh-oh, we blacked out. Someone's getting their middle fingers stuck up. Oh man, this is a long blackout.
Oh Lord.
It's a blackout, and they're muting it because the crowd chants.
God.
They must have said F you, Logan, and stuck up their middle fingers, I'm assuming.
During the Olympic season, you're United States champion, ladies and gentlemen. Barf.
Right?
All right.
Barf.
Tomorrow it'll be a new champion.
God.
A champion that'll have everybody saying L-A-W-N. Knight.
Yeah. Oh,
We would
You know-
hope so.
couldn't get Brian Cage to get a championship last week on our watch along, man. I am gonna have that urn practically stapled to my side tomorrow during his match. We gotta get that. Gotta get that Percy's. Oh, look! Oh, God!
There's an I believe in Joe Hendry sign.
There was a freaking Joe Hendry.
Sorry, we
You
said his
mentioned
name.
him, and there it is. Exactly.
I didn't mean to cut you off, Jeff, but we did say his name.
There was a fathead of that person out at the kickoff show today, just all up in McAfee's business. It was funnier than hell, actually.
Nice.
Like, he didn't acknowledge it, but the internet sure as shit did.
Speaking of
And then
McAfee,
Joe retweeted the post about it. It was actually pretty funny.
Speaking of McAfee, did you see how fast Braun Breaker ran and freaking speared that guy with the sign?
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, Braun is going to tear Sammy to pieces tomorrow. I'm so glad he's doing his show today.
Logan Paul saying he's going to tear him to pieces tomorrow.
I'm so glad I muted. As far as he's muted on my TV.
And like, I understand people wanting to have their opinion, but there's one sign in the crowd I can't agree with. And that's the person has a sign that says Prime tastes like the water from Lake Erie.
Oh, God, no. Oh,
Wow,
no.
Like, Prime actually tastes pretty good, people. Let's not be crazy about it.
No. Prime tastes like Lake Erie. Prime tastes like the tears of Logan Paul's dreams of actually doing anything successful, as long as he keeps his damn typing fingers active and his mouth open.
Sweater fingers need to stop.
He does. Dude, these people need to get off the Twix, man. It's like they're addicted to the candy. Like, no, get away from it.
They all need publicists that like handle their accounts for them.
You would think he would have a publicist as long as he's been in the public eye, this person, and all the shit he stirred up. You would think he would be better about it or have somebody be better about it for him.
The reason LA Knight has a lot of fans is because you guys can relate to him. A bunch of tryhards that don't succeed.
Oh, dude, suck my dick from the back, Logan. Oh, my God. Shut up with that. Oh, he's so bad. And again, we're biased. We've seen Ricker come up, you and I, Jay. I can't even, like... Jesus. Oh, my God.
Damn. He's like, I've had 2 title defenses in 273 days, but that's more title defenses than LA Knight will ever have.
It's valid what he's saying.
I got to give a shout out to the fan in the back there with the Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn jersey from Major League.
Hell yeah, man. They're in Cleveland. I realized today how old those movies are, Jay. I'm watching 94 Wrestling. They're advertising Major League 2 on commercial breaks on TBS. I'm like, oh my God, this shit's old.
Featuring a brief cameo from Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yes. Who's still in WCW as I'm watching, for now at least, till Hogan actually shows up.
This is my moment.
Somebody pointed out that pin that Nick's wearing earlier to me today.
Oh my God. He's going to unveil a championship banner that's going to hang from the rafters of this sacred arena.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
Well, I mean, if Taylor Swift could get a freaking banner at the Staples Center.
Well, yeah, but she cursed us.
Why not give a Logan Paul one in Cleveland?
Because she cursed us and we tore that shit down with our bare hands. That's why.
Damn. LA Knight is fucked with it. It says, yeah, over his face.
That's tremendous. I love it. That is great.
What we want to say about Logan, but
and here comes the megastar.
Look at these suits clapping for it, too. What a bunch of dummies. A dummy, yeah, sorry, wrong. It wasn't intentional, but I got to do.
Logan's doing his job, though. He's getting us to hate him. So
I know. Like right now, he's doing his job. Yesterday and this morning on Twix, not so much.
Let's see what LA Knight has to say.
See, in separating the man and the performer, I don't hate the performer. I'm not too happy with what the man did. But right now, we need to quiet down so the megastar can talk to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Logan congratulating that people can read.
JJ, he said, he did the thing.
He did. He mixed them. He did, yeah, and huh.
I remember, Sean Ricker. I remember.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if the WWE would have the balls to like acknowledge what he did and see if LA Knight said something.
If they would have, he would have already done it.
Yeah, that's true.
Damn, he called out Logan, saying best thing to happen from Cleveland. He's from Westlake.
Mm-hmm. And he lives in Puerto Rico now.
And to be fair, Miz isn't from Cleveland proper either.
Mm-hmm. Dolph Ziggler isn't exactly from Cleveland either.
I think Gargano actually is, but I could be wrong on that too.
LA Knight going to the back to get him another banner.
I love the new camera style, man.
I know.
Yes, boys.
Ricker's just like, I'm leaving your ass hanging. Don't mind me.
Yes, boy. Which one is Siegfried? Which one is Roy?
Which one's the tiger? Oh, wait.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually giving him TV time, so why not?
Uh-oh. They copying us with the Noah. They saying Pretty Deadly the musical. Get off our gimmick. Get off our shtick.
Actually, with the flyer, they're more hyping on the other guy's shtick that I'm not going to say his name because I don't need to. Right now, we're busy.
I know.
I'm not going to lie. I actually would go and spend money to see Pretty Deadly the musical.
Oh, I know you would.
Oh, shit. The Prime-mobile. We go have a little Stone Cold-esque segment here with LA Knight stealing the Prime-mobile.
Don't take it a truck.
Logan Paul is running.
Logan, you need to slow down. Time this better.
Logan's moving, not gonna lie, dude.
Yeah, Logan. I think he calls you to actually not catch up to him.
Objects in the background may be closer than they appear.
Little GTA, and I'm not talking about the video game.
Oh shit, he actually did catch him, but not enough time. Dude, he needs to roll that shit.
I love the casual. Logan says that's a crime.
Just
LA Knight needs to drive that into the stadium tomorrow. Make it seem like he's had it the entire night.
Dude, he needs to have it wrapped in his own logo. Like, he needs to change the wrap on it when he shows up tomorrow. That's tremendous.
Yeah. Just say yeah on the side of it instead of
Prime. Dude, Barrett's all pissed. Dude, that color on Barrett's suit, I am here for it. It's just enough of a light. It's kind of like a lilac. It kind of reminds me of Louis the Lilac from Batman. Milton Berle's old gimmick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Digging it.
Oh. Again.
Breathe, it's okay.
Anybody want to give me a birthday present, I will take either one of them on the screen.
Oh. Isla Dawn will make me write bad checks if I actually had the money. Fuck it, I'll pay cash. Like, whatever, I don't even care.
Screw it, I'll go ECW Tommy Streamer. Give me all four. I'm hardcore.
That's right. It's Friday. I'll gladly pay it today for. I'll gladly pay it Tuesday for today.
I'll take sloppy seconds.
Oh wow, that's it. All right.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, that got way out of hand. For everybody watching at home, please don't report us to the female podcast of the world because we're already in the tears of this. My goodness.
And the portals are opening for the unholy union to step through.
Oh my God! Imagine if they try to unify those titles against the TNA Knockout Champions.
I would be here for it because somebody's got to step to the militia.
Mm-hmm. The system's already starting to crash.
Let it be Bianca and Jade.
I find myself screaming with envy. I can't figure out why.
Alba Fire coming.
No, I love how in the green.
Red America. Yeah.
Look at what a man you all put, Jeff.
All right, attaboy. In that case, let me go find my checkbook. I'll be right back.
Right.
Somebody get a wire to Cleveland. I'll be there in an hour.
I think it'd take a little bit longer than an hour for you to get Cleveland, bro.
Dude, if they're covering my debt, I will get the jumbo jet. I will get the freaking.
Look, it'll take you an hour just to get to LAX from your house. Then it'll take you about another 2.5 hours to get through security. Then you got to wait on your flight because you'll probably be at least another 2 hours before your flight takes off.
Why are you actually analyzing my fantasy? What are you doing?
Right?
What are you
Because
doing?
I'm just trying to help you make sense of it, bro. I'm not saying you can't be there before showtime tomorrow.
Dude.
I'm not saying that you can't be there in the wee hours of the morning, but you ain't making it there in an hour, bro. Not in LA traffic.
Do you actually think that my brain can make myself believe that I'm capable of handling that type of woman? Are you? What are you doing to me?
I'll die trying. 50 Cent style.
I
would die trying.
I have seen some of the women you have encountered in the past. If you can handle them, you can handle anything, my brother. I have faith in you.
Dude, that's scaringly valid.
Well, I'm only 30 minutes away from Sacramento Airport, so
for real,
yeah,
Walter would be able to get through the security before you would.
Oh yeah, but Walter's married, so he has distinct disadvantage in that case.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's got the get out of jail free pass for
exactly.
Jade.
Maybe we should all pay Noah's debt and get him out there.
Dude, Noah ain't gonna take advantage of it. He'll be like fucking Stat Boy in Vegas. Are you kidding me?
Noah would just ask for an autograph and that'd be the end of it. And walk
right.
I'm a little bit bummed that Noah's not going to get there until like pretty much time to walk into the arena for the show. He's going to miss out on all the extracurricular activities that they're doing.
Well, bummed, yes, but it's very Noah Fosterish. He's going to show up right before the show starts, as he do.
I know, but they're doing an actual live auction tomorrow, and Jade is going to be there. Like, he could have been there and met her, and I could have lived vicariously through him.
Are they auctioning her off? Because that'd be odd. Like, I mean, you know.
How do you think I feel? The day I land back in Connecticut, Jade's going to be in New York for that fan fest, but it's sold out.
Right. I am so glad they're doing an updated Trish Stratus biography. It has been a hot minute since they did a DVD or a documentary on that woman. I'm here for it. And they're doing one on Becky, which is pretty cool because Becky's had a lot happen since she had her. Like, they did like a brief little like bio on her on the network a few years ago. But like, man, both of them have come a long way since their last bio releases. So I'm glad they're doing both of them.
Me too. We're back live here, back in Cleveland.
Unholy Union already in the ring, which means that it is just about time for the storm to come through and put the flames out.
What did Aldis say to Logan?
What?
He said, "I'll take." He said that's a crime, and he said, "I'll take it up with your," and whatever he called those people he was with.
Dignitaries.
Yeah.
They were clapping at the sign me into face. They're fucking useless. Oh man. The downfall of Paul is at hand, boys. Tomorrow night's the final act of it. Down he goes.
Here we go.
Ah, yes.
It's
There's the
getting a little
thunder.
chilly
A
in here.
storm is coming.
It got a little cold in California here, JJ.
Ironically, my air conditioner kicked on right as her music hit.
Dude, that's some Undertaker shit. Freaking the gong goes off, it gets cold. Like, what is that? That's weird.
That is what a goddess looks like.
Am I the only one actively rooting for Alba and Isla here?
I don't know. But me, Tarzan, that's Jane.
Jesus.
Honestly, as much as I want Bianca and Jade to win, I don't care if the champs retain. I am good either way here.
Exactly.
Because I love all four of these women.
Yes.
Yeah, they both
hard not
deserve it.
to, man. And not only are they all incredibly good looking, but man, these ladies can throw it down in the ring, man. So good on them.
Yep. All I know is everybody that wants Bianca to go heel, and I've expressed my feelings a few times as to why she won't anytime soon.
Right.
When they finally pull that trigger and she goes heel, she needs to lose that stupid long braid and just have her natural hair.
Yep.
I think it'll go that extra level to just show her with her normal hair.
That's, I don't know, because that's Cena. So I don't know about her going heel.
Trust me, I don't think she's going heel anytime soon.
No.
But if and when they do pull that trigger, they need to use her natural hair.
I will say that when they do it, Jade has to remain babyface, because Jade as a heel, as great as she's gotten, I don't think her as a heel promo would work necessarily yet, whereas Bianca will be able to carry it and then some.
Yeah, Bianca can talk. As we go to Alicia Taylor for the introductions of this main event.
I was going to ask you guys, this is the main event of the start of hour 2. We still got a men's tag team title match to go.
This is my main event.
We still got 45 minutes. This is probably the semi-main.
Yeah. Well,
They're
considering
probably
you got,
going to give these women a good 20 minutes, and then the main event probably a good 20 minutes.
I was going to ask you guys about that. What do you think of the changeover, the turnover in announcers? You've got Alicia here on SmackDown now and Mike Rome down NXT.
My problem with Alicia is she tries too hard to be Samantha.
Yes.
Same thing. Yep.
Yeah.
In fact, every woman ring announcer except for Jade Chun tries to be Samantha.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I have a problem with that only because not every male announcer tried to do their style like Howard Finkel. Like, they all have their own unique distinction. Tony Chimmel with his introductions of the Johns and of Edge. Justin Roberts with, his intros now on AEW and formerly in WWE. But yeah, it's like, I don't know why the women can't or don't seem to want to find their own identity when they're ring announcing.
It's
We're
like when
already
everybody tried to
seeing
be.
some sheer dominance here between the Storm and the EST. Bell hasn't even run yet. Had a double team fall away slam and kip up. Now
It's
the
like
bell rings, and it looks like it's going to be Isla and Jade starting things off.
Careful,
It's
Isla.
like back in the day, Jeff. Everybody tried to be Howard Finkel for a little bit.
Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. They didn't. They all had their own unique style.
Stinger splash from Jade.
I was just gonna say Stinger splash.
Nice backbreaker onto Isla Dawn.
You guys are way ahead of me all of a sudden. I was
Double
ahead of you
leg
guys.
cover, 2 count only.
Anybody else shocked that they didn't actually come up with a name for this team?
So Bianca and
It's the Storm and the EST.
Yeah.
they're the stormiest.
Tag
Jade.
from Jade to Bianca, Isla
that
up in the corner. Bianca just stomping Isla's midsection.
Jesus.
Bianca's setting her up, going for a vertical suplex, but Alba Fire coming in. Try to double team suplex Bianca, not having it. Jaden with the save.
Jade
and
reminds
Bianca
me.
just kind of giving each other a look. What do we got going on here?
It looks like a instinct pump
Jade
slam.
has Alba Fire. Bianca has Isla Dawn. Double team gorilla press here. In stereo, just dropping them.
Jesus.
I don't know about you.
And they flex in the middle of the ring as we're probably going to go to a commercial here.
Damn it.
Her outfit reminds me of Vixen from the DC, from Justice League.
Oh, yeah, that's Vixen isn't one I'm very familiar with.
It would definitely be in. It would definitely be in her wheelhouse to have that kind of outfit. She's big into the DC and Marvel.
Google it, you'll see. It looks exactly like that, but it was Green Lantern's girlfriend when Hawk Girl and him broke up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely beyond my knowledge, my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I see it.
WWE is subliminally telling us to wash our mouths out as much as we're talking about them because they got an Oral B.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes, we are where we wrong for that, but you know what? Are we really? Are we really?
A.
Not for nothing. Ted Danson has really leaned into his elder statesman role on television ever since the Good Place.
Hey, these Emu commercials crack me up. I'm not gonna lie.
They always do the first time they air, but at the 20th, it's like, okay, can we do something else, different guys? This is a fairly new one, at least.
There's an elevator.
You're right.
Jesus. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, like you said, we still got the men's tag team title match to come here on SmackDown. DIY defending against whatever you want to call this version of the Bloodline. And then like we keep talking about, 8+ hours of live content tomorrow between SummerSlam and Open Mic Night. And yes, we're gonna talk about all the stuff on Open Mic Night that we probably shouldn't even touch with a 40-foot pole, but by God, we're going for it.
You know what? At least, like I said, at least Noah's not going to be here for all that negativity. So we can lean into it a little bit more, knowing that we're not going to bring him down, that we're not going to drive him to the Nintendo Switch, that we're not going to drive him to turn his lights off.
The problem is he won't be there to police us assholes either.
Well, me and you are pretty good at policing when it comes to stuff. We are back here live.
There you go.
As we see the tag titles on the big screen overhead of I believe they're in the Gund Arena, or what used to be the Gund Arena.
Yes, yeah, it's got a new corporate name on it, but yeah, they're in the former Gund Arena. Many a point in WWE history.
Can I just say, I apologize for cutting you off, but can I say thank you, cameraman, for that angle of Jade Cargill as Alba Fire's trying to drag her back to the corner.
JJ.
Jade went for the tag on Bianca, but Isla Dawn pulls Bianca off the ring apron. Jade unable to get the tag. I almost said jerked her off the apron. That would have been even worse.
That would have been bad.
Tag from Alba to Isla. Good cohesion from the champions here.
Oh, backstabber.
Yes, but what's Alba going to go for here?
The moonsault. They used this.
No,
in
that
NXT
was a swanton.
Yeah, swanton. Yeah.
Oh, I think the ref screwed up there again.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the ref could have hit 3 before Jade kicked out. As much as I'd love to see Jade win, I think the ref pulled a little too soon. Double team suplex attempt here by the champs. Jade counters and takes both women over from the Unholy Union.
The strength of Jade. Jade showing off her strength there. Wow, she lifted both women off.
Suplex
on her own.
To Bianca, yeah. Huge flying cross body from Bianca Belair, taking down the Unholy Union. Shoulder tackle.
Beautiful side kick. Well, drop kick, but she usually hits them with just one foot.
Yep, single leg drop kick.
Uh-huh.
God, the strength of the EST marching Alba Fire along around the ring before dropping her with that suplex.
These two might legit are the strongest two women on the main roster in WWE.
Especially for their size, because you could argue Nia is right up there, but she's bigger as well.
Exactly.
So you expect that strength from someone like Nia, somebody like Piper.
Bianca with the 10 punches in the corner, but it looks like she might be getting set up for a power. But nope, they pulled her down by
Alba's
the braid.
got the braid.
Oof! Spine buster.
Think she's going to go for that handspring moonsault of hers. Yep, nails it. Goes for the pinfall.
Oh, the ref did it again, JJ. To your point.
Yep.
He telegraphed that there was going to be a kick out.
Isla throwing Jade to the outside. Jade grabbing Isla's leg, pulling her out to the floor, and then super kicking her. Alba Fire with the roll up. Bianca kicks out.
Beautiful elbow. Uh-oh.
Huge forearm shot. Bianca has her set up for the KOD. That's Blair Davenport.
Oh.
Throwing Jade into the ring steps, causing a disqualification here.
Oh, we might have the birth of a new faction here, JJ.
Well, the three of these women came from NXT UK through my NXT before coming up to the main roster in this draft. Super kick here to Bianca's face from Alba Fire, and now a knee from Blair Davenport. Jade Cargill now getting some of Blair pump kick.
She hit that pump kick high. She jumped high. She got Blair right in the chin.
Where's Naomi?
That's what I'm saying.
Because Naomi has been a running buddy of Bianca and Jade. Bianca's still out, as all three of these women just gain up on Jade.
They threw her literally into the commentator's table.
Oh, God.
Have a seat. WWE is leaning pretty heavy on factions now, especially women.
I'm here for it, though.
Me too. You know, with an ending like this, they can ask for a legit rematch since it was interference, and we might get a match added tomorrow.
I think if we get anything added tomorrow, we may get a 6-woman. We may get those three against Jade, Bianca, and a partner.
You would think it would be Naomi, but the fact that she didn't come out to save her.
And we're on a full commercial now. Well, while we have this full commercial, we'll take a moment. We'll run our 2 trailers again, show everything coming up on the Open Mic Night specials and our watch-alongs. We will be back.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way. And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Well, in honor of
we are
Noah,
back.
all the wrestling, all the professional wrestling and combat sports and other sports. Damn it. And we did that. We're still not all full commercial, people. There's no picture in picture right now.
I know. WWE with their long commercials. This is when I can get behind Noah and his F television and everything, because sometimes it's a little bit ridiculous.
I wouldn't mind a blizzard right now, though.
Right? Dude, the 76 station that's like right here next to my apartment has like a Thrifty's ice cream station inside it, and they make milkshakes. Every now and again, I'll go in there and I'll give me a strawberry cheesecake milkshake when we don't have ice cream here. We are back, though, at the Rocket Mortgage Field House. I guess that's the name of the new arena that was formerly the Gund Arena.
Uh-oh. They're talking about Michael Cole and some kind of deep dive in from the ringer.
Yep, how Michael Cole got over. He's called 23 WrestleManias. Just to put this in perspective, y'all, that's more WrestleManias than Gorilla Monsoon. And I do believe that's more WrestleManias than Jerry Lawler and JR.
I think so.
So the fact that Michael Cole has been involved and called 23 WrestleManias really kind of makes him the voice of a generation.
Exactly.
And tomorrow, apparently, Jelly Roll will be performing. Guess I'm going to have to go to the bakery store and buy me a Jelly Roll that I can eat during his performance.
That might be when Noah goes to the bathroom.
That's fair. And it's official. Bloodline rules tomorrow for the Undisputed Championship. Gotta wonder who's going to come, just like WrestleMania, who's going to come and help Cody. Of course, we got the grudge match between between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, with Seth Rollins as our referee. Punk's first one-on-one match since getting injured at the Rumble, first televised one-on-one match since his return to WWE. The Women's World Championship, of course, will be on the line as Mommy looks to get back on top and dethrone the faker, Liv Morgan. We saw earlier tonight the superstar, the megastar, LA Knight, looking to challenge the brash maverick Logan Paul, United States Championship on the line.
I think we're going to what happened earlier, what I referred to earlier here on the ESPN on Pat McAfee's show.
Jesus.
You blink, you missed
Jesus out of that dude.
You blink, you miss it.
And of course, Braun Breaker looks to dethrone Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship tomorrow at SummerSlam. The King of the Ring, Gunther, gets his title shot from winning the tournament, looking to take on and dethrone El Campeón, Judgment Day's pseudo-leader in Mommy's absence, Damian Priest. And likewise, the Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax, looks to take on Bayley, the role model, for the WWE Women's Championship.
And we got Tiffany lurking in the background with the Money in the Bank case.
And here we go. You get a nice little promo package of Nia Jax and her story
Showing her career highlights where she's a former Raw Women's Champion. She beat Alexa Bliss. She beat so many people.
I like Bailey, don't get me wrong, but I am really looking forward to seeing Nia silence the haters and dethrone the role model tomorrow.
You and me both. I'm a huge. I was always the Nia fan out of everybody here. I praised her when it wasn't cool because I didn't see what other people see. Nia finally getting her just due. I think we might get the BBW Bailey promo here.
Yep. See, and I love the fact that I have shared history with Bailey that I didn't know about ahead of time. Back in 2005, my daughter's mom and I went up to Newark, California to Big Time Wrestling, not far from where you are right now, for a fan fest and got to meet a bunch of legends. Here's me and her posing with the Iron Sheik. Look at Bailey in the Iron Sheik. Same t-shirt, same headband, same backdrop. You see that board behind him, the board behind us. Come to find out, she was at that same fan fest as a fan when she was in the early stages of her training and everything.
Look at that.
Small world, man.
It's a small world after all.
Like, I'd love to meet her again, since, we do have history from her in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood when she wrestled under Davina Rose.
That's why I was coming back on screen.
Again. I'd love to see her again and show her those two photos and be like, we were in the same place at the same time and like we didn't even know it. How crazy is that shit?
And the fact that Bailey got to call her reckless.
Oh, Jeff left again. I was going to get his thoughts on something.
I thought I beat him to the it's a small world. I thought that's what he came out to do.
No, Zazu. Anything but that. He keeps getting called away. And there's Tiffy backstage. Very sad.
Oh, a surprise. Is this the new briefcase?
And there's the briefcase.
Beautiful pink. That suits Tiff. Thank you, Queen. Did Nia just sign her own?
Piper Niven and Chelsea Green.
Oh, you said it right.
Of course, gotta say it right. I love the disdain on Piper's face. Like she's not secretly a little bit jealous.
But
I love it. Her briefcase has a strap so she can wear it like a purse.
Yeah, I thought she would do that. But did Nia Jax just sign her own death warrant, giving her the present that she can use against her?
I was about to say, what music is this? Then I see.
I was just gonna say that.
Okay, it's the new Bloodline. Well, it's time for our main event, folks. Jacob Fatu and Tamatanga of the Bloodline taking
Stop with
on
these
the
black-
current reigning and defending tag team champions DIY.
I'm getting real tired of black screens. This isn't The Sopranos.
Yeah, I know. Downside of network television, man.
Exactly.
Another month and a half, September 13th.
Mm-hmm. That'll come before you know it. Well, can this bootleg bloodline get the momentum right before SummerSlam and win the tag titles?
We will find out after this commercial break.
Now, I was gonna assume they were going to commercial. That's why I said it like that. You gotta give Solo credit to lean into this leader's role, though. As much as we gag on the bootleg bloodline, Solo's really coming into his own.
Yeah, he is.
And he doesn't have a Wiseman or a mouthpiece like Roman did. How many commercials can it go to?
How many of the same commercial?
You know? We can pretty much at this point guess what the next commercial is going to be and be like 50% right. Braun and Ray are sponsoring Wingstop.
Right? One of those odd couples, to be sure.
I think Braun could eat you out of a restaurant.
I don't think I know.
Exactly. Well, while we're in full commercial, let's take the time to thank everybody who's watching across all of the channels on Jeff Meacham Network. Thank you.
Yes.
We couldn't do it without you guys. Again, thank you. And if you want to dictate, you can super chat. It's as simple as that. Give us something to talk about in between commercials. You can dictate any conversation by super chatting.
Yes, and as the graphic showed, if you want to see Raw watch-alongs, just gotta let us know. Show the support. We may go ahead and do one this Monday since it'll be the fallout of SummerSlam. But after that, we may not do another one until the move to Netflix unless you guys show us that you want it.
Yeah, you guys got a super chat. Especially, remember, you're making us suffer through all the commercials and doing all that too. We deserve a little payment too.
Damn right.
You're giving us an extra hour. And there's what I was talking about.
Yep.
I don't even get to see Jade.
Man, I wish you were going to be able to go to that. I'd find a way to send you my AEW Jade figure that I have, get her to sign it, and then mail it back.
Yeah. God, I wish.
You see what Jeff says right there? He's willing to. You see what Jeff is saying here? He's willing to commit if the demand is there for Raw and SmackDown. So you just got to let us know.
And you know, I'm always down. We need to get some more content is the water that helps my channel grow. So we need it.
Exactly. Okay, this I don't get. I mean, I get to a certain extent they got a show for Fox and everything because they're on Fox, but why would they promote something that kicks off opposite of SummerSlam?
Right?
It's like tomorrow night is baseball night in America. 3 baseball games here on Fox, but we want you to watch the Peacock Network and our PLE. What the hell?
That is a demand by the network, not
I
the
know,
company.
and I
That's
said
it.
that I
And
said
it
it was.
sucks.
Oh God, here we go. This
Cleveland's own.
good grief. I'm gonna try to bite my tongue here, but seeing the wife and the baby and everything was just a little bit extra, I think.
And what's
I get
you're
you're trying to
right
put
now?
over the fact that he's the hometown guy, but then you're probably gonna have him job and lose the titles with wife and baby and everything. There, it's like,
so
come
bad.
on,
It also doesn't make sense when your wife's a heel right now.
right?
How old is that kid? I feel like he's aged 20 years and 6 months. God damn.
Well,
Like, I
have you
remember when they
have you
had the
seen the
kid.
commercials they've given us tonight? That's enough to age anybody.
That's valid.
Right.
He's getting big. God, I gotta reach out and say hello. I feel like a dick. Anyway, yeah. What I was gonna say, yeah, it's unfortunately until they shed the Fox bullshit, they have to promote baseball. It's it is what it is.
And I get it, but like it just seems weird to do that shill before a big event of theirs. That's gonna
No,
be
I agree. I agree.
opposition network. Like I get the rest of the time, cool, but like here, watch this baseball game, even though we're putting on a huge event in the football arena here for your shitty football team.
Well, this is exactly why they can't wait to get the fuck off this network. Like, they're done. They're over this shit. Now, not gonna lie, if I wasn't working this show and this show wouldn't exist tomorrow, I'd probably be watching the Giants Reds game for personal reasons.
Because your family's originally from Cincinnati.
And I hate the fucking Giants, man. I'm a Dodgers Angels boy, man. The Giants are the devil.
SmackDown next week will be live from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
But no JR, sadly. Well, actually, it's probably good he won't be there. They won't be able to humiliate him again in his hometown or his home state.
Oh man, they're only giving them 15 minutes for the main event.
Oh God, the bloodline's gonna obliterate these guys. I feel so bad for Tommaso. I didn't feel bad for Johnny. Yeah, he's made his choices in his significant others, but man, I feel bad for these boys.
Are we sure Vince isn't booking this? Because he don't like people to win in his hometown. In their hometown.
Well, they got to give Solo the momentum going into tomorrow. They already had Solo back the Mafia way, like we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They got to have the Tongans going in strong tomorrow. It'll leave more credence to the belief that if Solo's Usos are the tag champions, his version of Roman will be the world champion.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what they're going to make us believe. If the Tongans win this thing, oh no, is it going to be Tama? Oh, it's Tama and Jacob.
Jacob.
Yeah, they're winning.
Injury.
Yeah, they're winning.
Gonna kill you, Jacob's gonna kill you. But
Jacob has that.
Have to travel too far to get home.
Jacob has the most beautiful Samoan drop out of all those Samoans, man.
Yeah. The only problem is JJ. He can't go get consolation pizza afterwards.
Right.
Well, he can get consolation pie.
I mean, she's backstage. Oh, you mean food? Yeah. Okay.
There's a shot of the better looking tag team titles.
I love these new SmackDown tag titles, man. I'm here for them.
Yeah, they're definitely like a combination of the 2002 SmackDown titles and the OG Attitude Era ones.
Dude, when we get off air, JJ, go back and look at the WrestleMania 1 era tag titles. The shape is very 1985. They are leaning into that nostalgia, man. And you know what? It works.
Yep. Got Tama Tonga and Tommaso Ciampa starting the match off.
I just wish they would bring back the Winged Eagle for the WWE title.
I know. Me too.
Whoa!
I do miss that title.
Did he do a alligator roll?
Yes, he did. Tamatanga is. I like some Tamatanga.
And Cody mentioned it during the promo at the top of the show. They've got history, man. The Tongans have that history in New Japan with the Bloodline, with the Bullet Club, rather. Excuse me. So, and then, like I said, Jacob Fantu's just a psychopath. Like he's crazy.
He shouldn't be able to move as big as he is.
While we're on commercial and you're back for now, Jeff, I'm going to step out for a second and refill my water for the main event.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'm glad for the Sons of Haku that they're getting this opportunity on the big stage. I just wish it wasn't, gonna come off as like we've kind of half-assed been calling them, the bootleg Bloodline. Yeah. These guys deserve a better opportunity than just to be fodder for the return of Roman and the reunification of the Usos. I hope it doesn't come to that. I hope they get a opportunity beyond Survivor Series when this thing is likely to blow up. But
well, the way you do it is have them. I mean, we all gonna assume that Roman do it, but if you have this bloodline actually beat the original Bloodline, then you get them some credibility.
Yeah, I would do it that way. I would have the new Bloodline win at Survivor Series and then build that run all the way to WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And then blow it off and then have everybody go their separate ways. Have hit the reset button at Mania. Everybody's going to be so high and fucked up on the 20th, they're not going to remember the next day anyway. So
exactly. But there's something about the Samoan Bloodline. Men this big should not move the way Jacob Yokozuna moved.
Any of them.
Umaga, they all were big guys that just can move, man.
Yeah, Cody was talking about it with LA Knight on What Do You Want to Talk About on YouTube. Being a bigger guy does not necessarily mean you are going to be a sloth in the ring. Yes, Yokozuna lost his ability slowly because he just kept gaining weight, but for the most part, Dusty, the Bloodline, guys of that size and ability, just defied basic physics.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, Yoko, that first year and a half run, he had the title. That man was moving, and he stayed at that 500-ish. It's when he got into the 600s where he lost.
I would say prior to regaining the title from Hogan at King of the Ring, he was on his game. Once he became the champion and started that long 10-month run is when he started to lose control of it. But yeah, the first from Survivor Series or whenever he debuted in 92 all the way through to regaining the title from Hogan, he was just a sight to behold as far as the ability in the ring to keep moving and still maintain that girth. But yeah, once he lost to WrestleMania 10, it almost seemed like he just whatever about it. And I'm not trying to speak ill of somebody that can't come here and defend themselves or whatever, but it wasn't for like I said, I'm literally going back and watching that era of wrestling right now. So I just watched WrestleMania 10 this last week. So now we're seeing the fallout. I'm going to see Yokozuna's first time on TV after losing. I'm going to see all that. Oh, I'm seeing the head shrinkers get with Albano to go after the Quebecers. So the bloodline is, whether it's 1994 or here in 2024, the bloodline is a force in wrestling. And we're back on SmackDown as Ciampa made the tag to Gargano. Gargano's fresh and he's ready.
Ooh,
and again, I know you're ahead of me, so if you want to call, by all means, go for it.
Yeah, diving spear from the outside into the ring by Johnny Gargano. All the momentum on Ciampa and Gargano. DIY here.
Well, you got to figure that they got to give us that babyface hope before they break our hearts here at the end of the show.
Exactly.
If it happens, what's up with Tonga Loa and the Rocky Romero patch? Did he get hurt?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if this story or his eyes legit hurt.
Okay. Yeah. If he got hurt,
badass though.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like I said, he was in New Japan with Rocky, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's just an homage.
Maybe he plays Street Fighter too much and tried to bring Saget.
Right.
Not for nothing though. DIY's keeping up with them here.
Yeah, Ciampa's doing some nice chops.
God.
Sorry about that. The running water made me have to take a Liaki before I came back.
Nice spinning elbow.
He made a Liaki reference to the bloodline.
Rocking Tama there. Oh my God, Jacob Fatu coming in.
They were holding their own until Jacob just got tagged in.
I was asking while you were away, Jay. Did Tonga Loa get actually hurt? Is that why he's pulling the Rocky Romero look tonight? Or
I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
I believe he legitimately has an eye injury.
Jeez.
That's
why
Jacob in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe that's why Jacob's in the match tonight. Jesus.
Huge splash by Tama Tonga. Deep hook of the leg, 2 count. Gargano able to break up the 3 count here.
Literally,
Jacob Fatu back in.
JJ.
What was that, Walter?
I said literally the last second. You couldn't get no closer without getting the 3 there.
Nope.
Right. Huge headbutt from Jacob Fatu to Gargano, and as we all know, you don't want to take a headbutt from a Samoan.
Mm-hmm.
Or deliver 1-2-1 because it's the same effect. It doesn't help you.
God.
Jacob missed a hip tap on the outside of the ring.
Oh my God.
Gargano with a nice roll up here. This could be it. No. Tama Tonga with the kick out.
My God.
Line tag by Gargano.
That freaking hip attack is
Shatter
still fucking with me.
Shatter machine, JJ.
Yep. And Gargano's feeling it.
Oh, they take it too long.
Ciampa's got to get out of the ring though because he's not the legal man. Samoan Spike from Solo Sikoa takes out Ciampa.
Damn that Solo. Was that Rhodes?
My God.
Did he just use Cody Rhodes' move?
Definitely similar.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to figure that move's been around for a minute. It used to be called the roll the dice. But definitely very similar to the Crossroads. A lot quicker execution.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he was. It was almost gonna be more of a Scorpion Death Drop reverse DDT, but like the Gargano kind of like rolled into it.
Yeah, Gargano with a pair of super kicks there.
Yep.
They got to do something.
Tongaloa back on the apron and a super kick from Gargano to Tongaloa.
Make it 3 of a kind there.
Damn.
Gargano with a suicide dive to the outside, taking out Tama Tonga.
Man, the Bloodline had the momentum, and Gargano's taking it right back. But yeah, you don't do that to Jacob. You don't make a Samoan land on his head.
Yeah, that's Jesus.
Super kick.
Come on, Johnny. You're a fan of the history of the business. You should know better than that.
Up Samoan drop. Shades of Umaga with that one.
Beautiful Samoan drop.
Yes.
Best moonsault ever. Shades of the Fallen Angel.
Oh, and an Impaler DDT.
Floats into the pinfall. 1, 2, 3. That is it.
Oh my God.
Bloodline are the tag champions now.
Holy hell.
Oh, wow.
Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, and Tama Tonga have claimed gold in Solo Sikoa's bloodline.
Oh. This is 2 months into their debut.
Acknowledge them.
Wow.
JJ, what is this? 2-3 months into their debut and they got titles?
Probably.
Well, Jacob came the latest
for Tama Tonga, but Jacob Fatu is the most recent one. He's only been around for about a month.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at this again, the pop-up Samoan drop, and then the best moonsault ever, Shades of the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, and then that Impaler DDT with a little bit of a twist to it. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. The Samoan Werewolf able to claim the gold for the bloodline.
You gotta wonder if they get to use the freeboard rule.
And the gold draped on the tribal chief's shoulders.
Is that foreshadowing what's going to happen tomorrow? This new tribal chief with gold on his shoulder.
The rest of the bloodline with their ones in the air acknowledging their tribal chief. And just as a friendly reminder, it is official from the opening confrontation. Bloodline rules tomorrow as Cody Rhodes looks to defend his championship against the tribal chief, Solo Sikoa. For the Combat King, Mr. Reliable Walter Cruz. For the man whose name is not on the marquee because that graphic was taken down, Jeff motherfucking Meacham. I am the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams. Thank you all for tuning in to this impromptu watch along for WWE SmackDown. And again, y'all want us to do Raw and SmackDown watch alongs like we've been doing for NXT and Impact. Got to start showing that support. We'll do Raw on Monday, but anything after that, you're going to have to show some support, get some super chats in, let us know that you're going to be here for it. And of course, it relies on my work schedule. If I'm not working on a Monday or a Friday, then we'll do it. If I am working, then probably not, because Walter is only able to get a free trial to Hulu Live. He's not going to keep paying for it. Which here's your reminder, Walter, cancel. That way you don't get billed.
Well, at least we're only a few weeks from, or a few months from SmackDown being on USA. I'll be fine with the sling.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, it was a solid episode of SmackDown for the Go Home show. We had a good confrontation for Cody and Solo setting up the show, getting the bloodline rules worked into things. We got the debut of the pink briefcase for Tiffany Stratton. We had Blair Davenport joining the Unholy Union, or at least, as a little bit of an ally. I don't know if she's going to be a full-on member of the team, but showing that she has an allegiance to them, costing Jade and Bianca their opportunity at the tag titles. We got new tag team champions. We had the next chapter in Melo versus Andrade. Pretty solid show. I'm curious to see what happens now tomorrow. I think tonight's SmackDown kind of upped what I was looking forward to and my excitement level for SummerSlam just a little bit. What about you guys?
Like I said, I'm into it. If even if we were going to be covering, I'm definitely was going to watch. So I am all about tomorrow night. And like I was showing here a second ago, man, we've got at least 8 hours, probably more, of content tomorrow between SummerSlam Open and Mike Night. So please, everybody, make sure you're back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific for our coverage of SummerSlam. You two boys on the call, yes? Is that the plan?
I believe we're looking to do a 3-man booth or rotating panel because me and James have done SummerSlam the last couple years.
Okay.
But Walter's also kind of gotten into a groove here. So
yeah,
we'll just kind of see how James is feeling in the morning. If James is, swamped with stuff with his uncle, then it'll just be me and Walter. If James is able to step away from that stuff and devote and dedicate, then maybe we'll do a 3-man. Maybe we'll do me as play-by-play and them rotating in as color people.
I'm also
I'm not the greatest play-by-play man, but I feel like I did a decent enough job tonight.
Yeah. I'm going to reach out to Big G if he wants to chime in during the World Heavyweight Championship match as well, kind of a lead into Berlin.
That would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, we got SummerSlam tomorrow, and as we've been touting for a couple weeks, our post SummerSlam edition Open Mic Night will be right after SummerSlam, and we do have our topics. God help us. Thanks to everybody on Twix this week. Good grief, Charlie Brown. But yeah, all in all, 8 hours of content in all likelihood, guys. So come on, check us out tomorrow across the multiverse of media, and just very much looking forward to it. It's gonna be a fun day tomorrow. SummerSlam's always one of those tentpole events for WWE, and it's been a big event for us the last 2 years. So
Absolutely.
I'm here for it, every
What
bit
were
of
you
it.
starting to say, Walter?
The Bloodline has all the momentum now. It's going to be an interesting night tomorrow.
Yeah, no question. The $1 million question at this point is, does the true tribal chief show up? And where does his loyalty lie?
Yeah.
Hey, we're all assuming Roman Reigns shows up. You guys, Rock has finished filming that movie. What if
That's
it's
true.
him that shows up?
What if they both show up?
Yeah.
I mean, I mentioned this on Simply Predicting last night, and I feel like I kind of got a little bit dismissed about it because no one thinks that Solo is going to win. But now that it's Bloodline rules, what if Solo does the unthinkable, wins, and then Roman comes out and is like, "Thank you for reclaiming the championship. You can hand it over now," and that's how the rift and the Civil War begins.
The rift that is.
I mean, I'm not saying that I want Cody to be a 4-month champion, but we also don't need another 1,300-day reign. And if it leads us to the Civil War and to War Games and puts Roman back on the other side, I'm here for it.
Had Solo and the new Bloodline not already shown their allegiance against Roman, and then Roman walked out tomorrow and tried to take the title, and then they dropped him, I'd be more prone to believe it. But because they've already said, Roman's not the guy anymore. He let us down. He fouled up. He flubbed, whatever you want to say. And then they took out Paul. If they don't let us go along this whole time and not shown their hand of we are against Roman, I would be much more prone to believe that. And that may be why you felt dismissed about saying it, because Roman has already been dismissed. He's already been usurped. Had they kept the family line, if you will, kept the corporate status quo, if you will, then I'd be more prone to believe that could happen. And they're talking about this female boxer on the news, like just on the general news. This is crazy.
I know. You can also do crazy. What if Solo wins, JJ, and then you get a interruption by Paul Heyman, and he just turns, and it's Roman behind him. You could do it that way too, because know the pop Paul Heyman would get.
Yeah.
Do we see Jimmy come back? Mm-hmm. And where does his loyalty lie?
If Jimmy shows loyalty,
Jey Uso is not booked on this card.
No.
Could he play into the Bloodline rules?
I was going to say, they've kept everybody that was in the Bloodline away from booking tonight, or tomorrow night, rather. I don't think that's by accident.
That's a fair assessment.
Not at all.
Yeah, Jay's been active. He's not booked. Jimmy's not been active since the Bloodline took him out. Roman's not been active since WrestleMania, except for that one social post the day after. Paul's not been active other than, his typical Paul Heyman Twix and Instagram posts since the Bloodline took him out. And even now, Paul is still posting stuff on his Instagram feed and his Twitter feed about the story.
Mm-hmm.
So people, including us, harp on social media and its negative influence on wrestling and every facet of life. Let me be honest. But Paul's, and I'm talking about Heyman here, ability to keep everybody on their toes and wondering exactly what's going to happen. I've said it almost every big show we go into. I love not knowing what is going to happen tomorrow. There are so many possibilities. It's very much like dealing with the multiverse movies. You open one door and you get a pathway to 40.
Yep.
Like, I'm here for that. Solo can win. Solo can win clean. Solo could lose because of Roman. Solo could win because of Roman. There's so many different possibilities. And I love that we have to guess. I'd rather not know. The unpredictability is what makes it watchable.
I agree.
I would love to know Heyman's answer to what inning are we in now?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that because I went back. I was feeling down before I went to Universal yesterday, so I threw on the main event from WrestleMania. And Michael Cole, it's the 9th inning, and it's like, is it though? Looking back, is it real? What were we in the 9th inning in April? I don't think we were.
I think the 9th inning will be Roman Rock.
Yeah.
That's the 9th inning.
It almost has to be at this point.
Because something I had said all along was there's no reason that Roman couldn't lose the title and by the 9th inning regain the title.
True.
You know, what if we have a Summer of Punk situation and Rock dethrones Cody? And even though we've said 100 times Rock Roman doesn't need to be for the title, it is for the title, and Rock drops it back to Roman. You know, it's like it's very much a possibility that could happen.
It could very well play out that way.
You never know. This it's just like I said at WrestleMania. There's so many turns to go through, and we just don't know what turn they're going to take. And I'm here for it.
It literally, JJ, you'll appreciate this, and I think Walter, I don't know if you're a fan of the show or not. It very much feels like the rotating room on Once Upon a Time when you walk through that one door and everything shifts. And it's like, oh, okay, now we're going to walk into. If you're a Harry Potter fan, Department of Mysteries in Book 5. Rotating door. Don't know what's going to happen. Choose your adventure story. You know, just multiple combinations. I got a question for you guys.
I love to choose your adventure stories. I miss
those were good. Those were good shit, man. Absolutely. Far underrated. Yes. Before we start, I have a question for you guys because I ended up going into the SummerSlam hub on Peacock. There's a little row here. SummerSlam's biggest matches. Brett and Davey is in the group. Rock and Brock. TLC from SummerSlam 2000. Reigns Cena is listed very high. And again, I was there for that. I'm biased. Whatever. Fiend versus Balor is one of the options.
What is it? Fiend versus
Balor from what the hell SummerSlam was that? I hate this television in this damn room. It doesn't say what year it's from, but it had to be a recent one, obviously. Rollins and Balor from 2016, where Rollins buckle bombed Balor's championship went away. He was on the outside. Asuka versus Bianca versus Flair from last year is in this row. Like, man, some of the Hogan and Orton is on here. I quit. Never mind. I'm going off the hub.
Mr. Perfect Bret Hart isn't on there from 91?
Not in the first few matches. No, I was scrolling along to see what they were making important, but I saw Hogan Orton. I'm like, all right, that's enough of that shit.
At least it wasn't Hogan and Michaels.
Dude, Hogan and Michaels was a big match. It just was a shitstorm.
It was hilarious as hell.
Hogan and
Orton. It was hilarious for all the wrong reasons.
Yes.
At least Hogan versus Orton was better.
The build-up of Michaels Hogan was better than the match, so.
Yeah.
Hogan and Orton did exactly what it was not supposed to have been. Orton got no farther over than he was going in. That was a shit show, and it wasn't Randy's fault.
JJ, holy hell. Ding just went off. That might be my next 10. We could do 10 matches that the build-up was better than the actual match.
I would not be good at that one. That would be something you'd want to do with Jeff.
Yes, that's valid.
We got to do a lot of research, though. Woo!
Well, I mean, just those two matches right there. The build was definitely better than the match, especially the Orton Hogan match. Good gravy.
And even the bill was all that good. It was built around one thing, and it was so wrong.
Was him wanting Brooke and then Hogan getting RKO'd on the car.
Yeah. Hogan Michaels at least had a really good story that just went sideways for all the wrong reasons.
The Larry King segment, my favorite.
It was so good. They made a figure out of that, and I wanted to buy it despite my Hulkamania status. I know you do.
I had it.
Yeah, I know you did. Oh,
right.
Anyway,
we're rolling around too much. Let's go ahead and sign off here. That way we can get some rest.
Agreed.
No, we've got a long day of broadcasting tomorrow.
Yes.
Again, kicking off at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern with our pre-show coverage for SummerSlam. And then, of course, post-show open mic night. We're going to be talking about all those teams right there and probably some more. We'll probably have some post-SummerSlam stuff to discuss.
Please super chat us.
So much to go, and I've got to put in at least a few hours at work before I come in tomorrow to do the live streams.
Yes.
But yeah, let's go ahead, call it a night here. We appreciate everyone for joining us and tuning in. Low turnout tonight, but again, it was kind of an impromptu thing, so I'm not tripping about it too hard. But again, if y'all want us to add Raw and SmackDown watch-alongs to Impact and NXT like we've been doing, gotta show those supports. Let's get the numbers up on the views. Let's get a bunch of likes on these videos. Share the videos with your friends. Post them in the wrestling groups that you're in. Tweet them out. Especially now that the Twitter won't allow us to stream on there anymore. Take the links from YouTube, put them in a tweet it out, spread the word about us.
Yeah, Greg went ahead and subbed it for the month. He's going to see how his numbers do. If I like what I see, I may go ahead and pay for it come next payout, but we'll see.
That's you. I'm not paying for a check
mark. I understand that.
But yeah, thank you all for joining us and tuning in. And producer man, since you're clicking on images and stuff, if you want to go ahead and roll that signature, we will see you guys tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.